let's go grill the carne asada. Alright, welcome back to this edition of Life as We Gomez. I'm going to be cooking this time, and I'm going to show you how to make a really good carne asada and a super simple version of a chili verde salsa. Very easy, very good. We decided we haven't done much cooking vlogs, so I'm going to do that right now. And this is something Chelsea doesn't really know how to do, and this is bringing out my Hispanic flair, giving you some salsa and carne asada, and I'll probably cook some beans and rice as well. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. Okay, I'll show you the ingredients, how to make the salsa real quick. They're on this counter. We are going to need some tomatillos, jalapenos, an onion that can either be a Vidalia onion or a white onion like this, some garlic cloves, lime, and cilantro, and of course to taste some salt. Best to use kosher salt. Now, this is definitely not a solidified recipe, but these are the basic ingredients. Of course, this is going to be a straight green salsa. If you want like more of a red salsa, you're not going to want to use tomatillos, maybe not so many jalapenos. You can mix this up. You can maybe do like half tomatillos and half tomatoes, red tomatoes. You can use half of the amount of jalapenos. And then obviously these are probably the basics. This salsa is pretty good. You can make it super spicy or you can make it mild or moderate. That all depends on how many jalapenos you use. Sometimes I put too many in and it ends up being way too spicy. I mean, I still enjoy it, but I'm like dying. And of course Chelsea's dying and the kids can't have it. So first we're gonna boil some tomatillos and jalapenos. We've already got the pot of water boiling. So we'll get that done and then I'll show you the rest. Alright, so the next step is just to put those in the boiling water and let them boil for about 8 minutes until the tomatillos actually turn a little bit of brownish. Okay, so while that boils, I'm going to start chopping up the onion, the garlic, the cilantro, and the limes. And that's pretty simple. Easy, easy so far. Alright, let's check up on these tomatillos. As you can see, they're barely starting to turn a little brownish. I mean, you can barely see it on the side. So it does still need to boil a little bit longer. It will turn a little bit browner when it's ready. Alright guys, the tomatillos are a little brown now. You can see that it's not this bright green like it was before. So those are done. I stopped the water, so it's not boiling anymore. So the next step would be to put everything I just chopped up and boiled into the blender. That's the next easy step that you make. Now the tomatillos are going to create its own natural juice, but you can add like a tablespoon or 2 or 3 from this broth or the water to help liquefy it a little bit. But you can play that by ear. So as you can see, I added 3 tablespoons of the water. I only put 2 of the garlic cloves in there. You don't have to put a whole whatever you put, a ball of it, just 2 cloves, and then you don't have to put the whole onion in there either. I put about a third of the onion, give or take, sometimes half. It just depends on how big the onion is. The cilantro, and then now I'm gonna shake just a little bit of salt on it. And then we blend. So I blended it for about 20 solid seconds. If you look closely in there, it's like a puree, and of course you can, if you want a chunky salsa, you don't have to blend it as long. And then if you want to really liquefy your salsa or puree it, then you blend it for a longer time. But I do it kind of in the middle, 15 to 20 seconds, and it's really good. I can already smell. It's going to be a moderately spicy salsa verde, and it's going to taste amazing. I can't wait to have it. Okay, now that the salsa's done, I'm going to let that cool off. You can either let that cool off room temperature, or you can put it in the fridge, whatever you want to do. We're going to eat probably in like probably half hour, I hope. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge so it cools off a little faster. It's gonna taste yummy. But right now I'm gonna make some Mexican rice. I'll show you what the ingredients are for that. The long grain rice, we're gonna put 1 cup of that in this pan of oil. We're gonna brown the rice in this pan on medium heat. I already put some olive oil in there. Once it's browned, we're gonna put 2 cups of water in with the rice. But I'll show you that later. And then some other ingredients. We've got the main ingredient, which gives us the orange color and the flavor, is the tomato bouillon. It's the powder. You can get this at Walmart or whatever. Garlic powder, onion powder, and then for some spice and a little more flavor, cayenne pepper. You can substitute that with any pepper you want, like paprika or whatnot. So super easy as well. It takes a little bit more time, like 20 minutes, but I'm gonna start browning that rice right now. Okay, we're gonna return that back to the stove on medium heat. So we stir that in. All the rice is submerged. Now we add in the seasoning. I don't have perfect measurements on the tomato bouillon or any of the seasonings really, but I just go by, I put it in the palm of my hand and I do that about 5 times. 4, 5. Put some garlic powder, onion powder, and a dab of cayenne, and you stir. So now it has that orange color like Mexican rice is supposed to. Now you can easily taste a little of the broth if you want to see if it's to your liking. I pretty much know it's going to be good, so I'm set. I don't need to taste it. You turn it down. You turn the heat down to low. Put the cover on, and you let it boil or let it simmer for about 9 minutes. Okay, so the salsa's cooling down. The rice is simmering. Now I'm going to prepare the carne asada. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to admit I did cheat. I did not pre-marinate it with my own marinade. So I went to the store, the Mexican market, and I bought 2 pounds of carne asada meat, flat meat, and we're just going to use that. It just saves a lot of time. I don't really have a good recipe or a marinade for carne asada, so I just buy it. It saves me a lot of time. So 2 pounds of this. I like to put it on a cookie sheet lined with aluminum foil. So we cut back on the cleaning at the end. You might notice that Chelsea and I like to use gloves. Yes, these are medical gloves. I am in the medical field, so it makes it a lot easier. Just don't have to mess with the salmonella. That way I can just use my hands. All right, let's go outside. Turn that grill on. So I'm going to use all 4 burners just so I can cook it in like 5 minutes or less. Seriously, we're going to be eating here any time now. Well, the rice is going to be finishing up cooking. So right now I'm going to put some beans on the other burner. And the beans, I'm going to cheat too. I got the canned beans, pinto beans. I'm going to put them in a saucepan or a pot. And then we're going to heat it up on medium heat. Season it with a little garlic powder and onion powder. And maybe a little bit of salt, that's your choice. And I'm gonna mash it. I'll show you what I mash it with. I don't know about you guys, but my taste buds are salivating right now. I'm just ready to eat right now. I mean, the rice There's about, what, 47 seconds left on the first round of rice. First round meaning when that timer goes off, I'm gonna lift the lid off, I'm gonna stir it around and then put the lid back on. I'm gonna cook it or simmer for another 9 minutes. So there's 2 rounds of simmering. So we got the beans now, it's cooking on medium heat. I already seasoned it as you see. And then I'm gonna mash these beans to make my own refried beans. And I use this. Now I don't even know what you call this kitchen appliance or tool, but you can use it to like, I think you can use it to, actually I don't know what they're used for, but I use it to smash my beans. Oh hey, look who it is. She had a nice little nap, little nappy nap that I didn't get to have. Okay, so we're gonna simmer that for another 9 minutes. So while we let the rice simmer for the second round, let's go grill the carne asada.
Who is this crazy man called Carlos? Marco. Marco. Watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. Looking good. How's your new grill?
The new grill is amazing. The new grill is amazing. I love it.
Looks like a nice one. Did you get extra meat this time?
I got 2 pounds. We always run out.
You're right. A lot.
All right, the steak is done. Man, that just looks perfect. I mean, the little chart on the sides, which is what we like. We like our steak well done. Now all I have to do is cut it up in little strips so we can put it in tacos. We're having carne asada tacos tonight. Everybody come and eat! Oh, there she comes. Livy's ready to eat. She's already had a sample of the carne asada.
Come down here and eat.
Yep, Ty, come down here. What's your favorite part of this meal?
The beans.
The beans? What's so great about the beans?
I don't know, I just like the taste.
All right, I think we are done. We've got rice, we've got beans, we've got carne asada, we've got tortillas we're gonna make our tacos in, and we've got the green salsa verde. It's gonna be so good. I like to warm up my tortillas right on the stove, right with the flame. The gas stove has a flame right there, boom. Flip it over a few seconds, and it's nice and warm for a taco or a burrito, whatever you would prefer. But I'm excited, the kids are excited, right? I hope so. I slaved long and hard for this meal, didn't I? While you were napping.
Yes, thank you so much.
I just hope it tastes good. Actually, there's no hoping. I already know it will. I gotta stuff this like crazy so I can get full on the first burrito or taco, whatever you call this. So carne asada beans, use some pico de gallo. And one and only green salsa. Boom.
How was it, guys? Holly, what's wrong with your face? Is it going moldy? Like a witch?
No.
Why is your face green though?
It's because we made a ride Indiana Jones and there's going to be a beast following us.
Beast. So you're the beast?
And not
Alright.
beast.
Stella has eaten some of hers.
Mom.
Maybe she's done.
All right, time to take a bite.
Take that bite.
Mmm, so good.
He's a zombie.
This is so good. Now it's your turn to eat, Chels.
My turn to eat.
You've just been feeding the kids.
You ready?
Now you know how to make some delicious salsa, green salsa, carne asada, rice, and beans. Now go try it out in your own house. Everyone enjoys it, everyone loves it. We are happy over here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip side. Life as we go, Mez.
Bye.